Our side hopes that we are going to win. Their side wills themselves to victory.
Charlie Kirk is again admitting the Trump campaign, in a sense, is collapsing. I don't believe that this is something that Charlie Kirk is saying and doing in order to make people think it's happening when really it's not, to help Trump. I don't think that that's what this is. Charlie Kirk, I believe, is accurately sounding the alarm that Biden's opening election field offices and Trump is closing them, or doesn't even have them. Biden is hiring staffers and Trump is firing staffers. The Biden campaign is organized, whereas the Trump campaign is a mess. This is not the first time that Trump operative Charlie Kirk is acknowledging this. He has said it before. I believe he means it, and I believe he's right. Now, whether it will make a difference is a subsequent conversation that we'll have in a moment. But listen to what Charlie Kirk had to say on his program yesterday about really the nitty-gritty organization of these campaigns.
And Joe Scarborough this morning, they had a whole segment on Joe Biden's superior ground game. And they're right. They're right. Joe Biden has over 600 full-time staff on the ground within the main states. He has 44 offices in Wisconsin alone. 44. The bad news is I do not know if we have the infrastructure, if we have the troops, the plumbing to translate the public sentiment into election success. I'm not sure of that yet. Public sentiment can only get you so far. What did that get us in 22 midterms? Not the Senate. And we lost a lot more House races than we should have, with a very slim House majority. Polls said red wave, and currently they want it more than us. Our side hopes that we are going to win. Their side wills themselves to victory.
Now, I don't believe he is saying this as a performance. I don't think he's saying it without really meaning it to get people scared so they'll go and volunteer for Trump or anything like that. I think he's calling it like he sees it in this particular case. What's missing from this analysis is that much of the MAGA Trump plan is just to say it was rigged and try to steal it. And why do I say that? Oh, David, that's a conspiracy theory. No, it's just what they did last time, so they'll try to do it again. Now, I remain cautiously optimistic that they won't be able to. I fully expect that Joe Biden will win the popular vote again by a significant margin, but I am less confident that Joe Biden is going to win the electoral victory, which will almost certainly come down to 250,000 to 500,000 votes in 3 to 5 states. It was even closer than that in 2020. So Charlie Kirk is right. The organization isn't there. Trump says he's too busy in his criminal trials to campaign. And yet his last 3 days off, he played golf. So it's not really even clear how busy or concerned Trump is with the lack of ground game that's going on. They don't have the infrastructure to win the traditional way. But the question is, will they win by strategically suppressing the Democratic ballot and then pulling off whatever failed attempt they didn't pull off in 2020 by successfully pulling it off in 2024? Those are the questions. We don't have the answers yet, but Charlie Kirk is correctly identifying a major problem that the campaign has. I have been tracking my genealogy for years, and the service I've always used to put my family tree together is MyHeritage, which is why I asked them to be a sponsor. MyHeritage is the #1 family history service because of how easy they make it to discover your origins and relatives with over 19 billion records. You don't need to know anything about genealogy. Just let MyHeritage do the work. For example, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can see their instant discoveries feature here lets me add an entire branch of 28 people connected to my great-great-grandfather to my family tree, all with their info and photos. I found all kinds of amazing, unexpected things. We found this incredible photo here of an immigration record from the US-Canada border crossing for a relative born in 1895. I had no idea about this. It is super interesting. I'm showing some more of my discoveries here. It just connects you to your roots, where you come from. It's also given me a lot of quality time with my family, showing them these discoveries. You can try MyHeritage totally free for 14 days. Go to davidpakman.com/myheritage. The link is down below.